Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Salad Bowl Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Thompson, and today I get to hop into an episode with somebody that I frequently see around the city of New Orleans. This person always has a smile on their face. It's almost contagious. Now, before we jump into this episode, I'm just going to ask you to do me a favor, hit that subscribe button or follow me on my social media. That way we can get the good news out there. Now that that's said, let's hop into the next episode of the Salad Bowl Podcast.
Now, give me my theme music.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl. You are now tuned into the...
Listen up, don't care if you about to pass out or you just getting up. You really did your thing with this one, Kevin, gotta give it up. Messages you bring and be motivation to live it up. We out here really normalizing authenticity. Can't be talking all the time cause that mean you ain't listening. I think you look better when you smile, I see you glistening. Communication helping me to see what you envisioning. Yeah, back to the mission then. Whether you black, white, brown, yellow or green, more can be accomplished as a team. Together the problem is never as hard as it may seem. Lot of captivating convos like Martin telling his dream. We choosing curiosity over certainty. You should certainly subscribe to this one here with some urgency. This a win. Even Cali know. You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
Salad Bowl Podcast.
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
Yeah, you are now tuned in to the...
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
You are now tuned into the Salad Bowl Podcast with Kevin Thompson.
Welcome back to the Salad Bowl Podcast. Today, I have a very exciting person with me. Somebody I see around the city pretty often. I actually met him by way of my son's soccer practice. And I just want to formally invite Orlando Primo to the show. Welcome to the Salad Bowl, brother.
Thank you so much for having me, man. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. Man, listen, just hearing the name and I'm like, listen, I got to come on the Salad Bowl because, you know, I might be the onion. I might be the lettuce. I might be some part of making up this beautiful culture. So appreciate you for having me, man.
Man, I'm sure, I'm actually positive that you're going to be bringing something to the table for this meal that's going to just bring everything together, brother.
I appreciate that,
man. I just want to go ahead and hop into this episode. The first segment that we always do with all of our guests, we call it the harvest, man.
Yeah.
And this is where the viewers get to know you a little bit better. Because, you know, one thing that I've seen, man, is like, especially nowadays, a lot of people share opinions, right?
Yeah.
So I share an opinion with you, but sometimes things fall off the wagon when we only share opinions and not people's perspectives behind those opinions. So like I like to get down to the harvest of like your roots, like where did you come from? Because I think that will lay down the framework for the rest of the episode, man.
Absolutely.
So tell me about you, brother. Like where do you come from? Let's start there.
So, hey, born and raised in the beautiful country Guyana.
Wow.
All the way in South America.
Wow.
I grew up in Georgetown, a family of 11 brothers and sisters.
11?
One mom and dad. My whole family's a part of the African culture, arts, you name it. We are a big staple of the beautiful country, Guyana. So Orlando Primo, born and raised South America, Guyana.
Nice.
Just, you know.
Nice. Now you said 11 brothers and sisters,
11
man.
brothers and sisters.
How is it coming up in a bigger family like that?
One of the beautiful thing about it, you never had friends. There's no need for friends.
This is true. This is true.
Because, you know, from the older brother to the younger sister, like everybody's just like right one after the other. So we all play with each other and just, it was a really great experience for real. And, you know, me, all my brothers and sisters, we're really close.
That's really cool, man.
We grew up in one house.
Wow. Fitting 13 people in one house. I'm pretty sure. I mean, was it always friendly or like, I think about my big brother, right?
Yeah.
We're close, but like we used to get in fights and stuff like that and have disagreements. But was it that with that many people, what did it lean towards? Lean towards more like playing or?
So I would say it was always fun and nice in my family also because my parents grew us up in more so family oriented. We got to get each other back. So we are like always playing, always having a happy time. But I got one sister. She's older than me. She was always the one that I always want to cut up. That's the new talk of the city. She would cut up on anybody.
Yes.
From the oldest to the youngest.
Yes.
So Otherwise than that, everybody else was straight. We're good.
Yes, man.
But
Okay.
there's always one person that's gonna stand up and they're gonna tell their mind and do whatever they want to do.
Of course.
in a sense. And she was that person. That's
Of
my
course.
big sister. She's an amazing person.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I see the smile on your face when you talk about your family, man. I know they were a big part of your upbringing and probably who you are on a day to day. Bro, you brought up Guyana, man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest and extremely vulnerable with you, man. Like, I didn't know much about Guyana. When I was preparing for this episode, I was like, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I thought Guyana was in Africa. That's how off I was,
Wow.
because I know that you drum and things like that, and I don't know why my mind assumed that I was. But there's African culture in South America.
Absolutely.
And can you tell us a little bit about Guyana?
So Guyana, we're 83,000 square mile. Like,
Wow.
we're the only English speaking country in South America.
Wow, so
Yeah.
a lot of people wouldn't even guess that, but there's an English-speaking country in South America,
The only.
the only one.
Yes, so we are 6 races from African, Indian, Chinese, Portuguese, 6 races.
Wow.
But we're the only English-speaking country in South America.
Wow.
We got the tallest wooden building in the world. We got the largest waterfall, one-drop waterfall in the world.
Wow.
So,
So with all those different cultures,
Yeah.
I'm guessing that it makes a pretty nice salad bowl. I mean,
Oh,
do the cultures, fuse together pretty well?
absolutely. So the biggest population in Guyana is Indian and African. And those are the two, fuse a lot. But it's more so, it's a nice community building. It's all coming together all the time. That's how I see it for the
Yes.
most part. But in every part of the world, there's somebody's going to go
Yeah,
back and
something.
forth. But the culture, I believe that it fused together a lot. And, that's where I come in. Orlando, Magic Fingers. I do my drumming. So we bring together the drumming aspect and the cultural aspect of it. We bring all 6 races together. So we can talk a little bit more about that as we go.
Yeah, man, that's amazing.
go along.
I'm chomping at the bit, waiting for us to get to that part. But I do have another question for you, man.
Sure.
So if you're from Guyana, how did you make it here to New Orleans? Especially, because I feel like the culture here is a city in America that's unlike any other.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, was this a choice? Like, how can you walk me through how you
man.
made it here?
I think it was a choice. I don't. Let me see it. I would say my wife, my beautiful wife, she got into Tulane University. And when she got into Tulane University, she's like, "Hey, we going to New Orleans." So I'm like, "New Orleans? I just know Lil Wayne is from New Orleans, and I heard about Katrina. That's the only thing I know."
Yes.
Right, because I'm living in Guyana at that time. So she came down to Guyana and she's like, "We going to New Orleans within 3 months." I'm like, "Okay, whatever. We
Just roll
going to
with
flow.
it.
We gonna make it happen, So came to the U.S. straight to New Orleans.
Wow.
That
Wow.
was it.
And they never left.
When I came here, I was like, you know what? This culture's all right. It's good, it's whatnot. But you know what? I want to leave in 2 years because my wife was going for her public health degree. She got her public health degree, and then I was like, "Hey, let's move back. Let's go." And when we moved back, we was staying in Virginia for a little bit.
Okay.
Because that's where she was. And when I go back to Virginia, I'm like, nah,
It's not it.
it's not it.
Yes.
New Orleans. And we came back to New Orleans, never left.
That's what's up, man. Is there any part of New Orleans that reminds you of Guyana?
Yes, a lot of places actually. So, Congo Square is one of the places. As the culture is so magnificent. There's so much, what should I say, history in Congo Square. And it's just like Guyana. It's just like the Atlantic slave trade. A lot of the slaves were forcefully brought throughout all the Caribbean countries. So just being in Congo Square reminds me a lot of Guyana, because Guyana, African culture is deep within the Atlantic trade slave. So, that reminds me a lot of Guyana. But the people here, I would say, are more so like Guyanese people. They're a little friendly.
Yes.
They're like, you could say hi, you could chop it up a little bit, I
Right.
would say, for the most part.
So I'm originally from Atlanta, man.
Yeah.
And moving here to New Orleans, even though Atlanta's not a different country.
Yeah.
I would say I got the same thing when I moved here. Like I was like, man, people are really friendly here. And even coming from the South, usually people are trained to be a little friendlier in the South.
Yeah.
But it's a different flavor down here.
Yeah, for sure.
Even down to man, I'll go play basketball at a rec center here in the city.
Yeah.
And the young guys, the old guys, when they walk in the door, they say hi to everybody before they put their shoes on. It's just like this common positivity that everybody has. Of course, we go at each other on the basketball court, but initially that greeting, like we're all fusing together, man.
Absolutely.
That's what's up, man. So you talk about your own family. You talk about your wife.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your immediate family?
My brothers and sisters.
Your brothers and sisters, and then tell me a little bit about your wife, and if you're willing to share.
That's all good. I got a beautiful wife and 3 amazing kiddos.
Wow.
From 13 all the way to almost 19 months. So,
Oh, wow.
So it's just, I got a nice little small family. Not a big family, but I love them dearly. My son is a soccer guru. My daughter, she loves gymnastics. My little kiddo, he loves everything. So,
Yeah, man.
I got a beautiful family, and, we do this for the culture. We do this for them more so,
Of course, man. I feel like once we add children into the mix,
Yeah.
we have 3 children as well.
Yeah.
And it makes me think of like, what am I doing now to prep them better for when they become adults? And it's
Yeah.
like that generational wealth conversation of passing things on to our next generation. Sounds like you got 3 upcoming little primos that
Oh
are,
my God. Oh, they got me.
Yeah.
They got me good.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
for sure.
I love the way you talk about the generational wealth. That's something that, we haven't been taught that a lot.
No, we
growing
haven't.
up.
I agree.
And, that's something I've been reading up a lot and thinking a lot about because, my biggest fear was like, if I go tomorrow, what's going to happen with my kiddos?
Yeah,
And,
that's a real question.
The ancestors have been blessed in me tremendously.
Yes, man.
So, it's a legacy.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a legacy, and it's one that I hope. I think that as we see here as men, we hope to give the good legacy on to our children, man. That's interesting, man. Well, thank you for kind of letting us know who you are with the harvest, where you come from, and I'm sure we're gonna get deeper into that as we go along. But I always like to warm things up, warm the conversation up with a little segment we call the toss up.
All right, let's go.
The toss up is just where I have a salad bowl here in front of me.
Yeah.
I put some selective questions in there.
Man.
I know you're sweating over there, but it's selective questions where they're usually like either or questions.
Yeah.
I actually either or, and then we'll just talk about it a little bit.
let's
Are you
go.
down to play this game?
Oh, I'm locked in.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
This is what we'll do. I'll hand you the bowl. You just take one out and then hand me the question, and then I'll read it for you, and then we'll get into it. Is that
right,
cool?
let's do it.
All right.
I spill my water and everything.
Here you go.
Let me pick a good question.
All right, here we go. Let's see what the first question is on the toss-up. What
We in the
got
toss-up now. Let's go.
All right, here it goes. Out of the 2, which would you cherish more? Being understood in the present or being remembered in the future?
Read that question one more time.
Okay, I
That's a
got
big
you.
question.
That is a big
Oh,
question.
no. That's a big question for real. Oh, my God.
All right, here it goes. Out of the 2, which would you cherish more? Being understood in the present or being remembered in the future?
I would say remember in the future.
Why is that? Tell me more, man.
Because, like I said, it's all about the legacy as a man. What we leave behind is what people see for the rest of the world, of their life, as their life, if that makes sense. Because the future is like, okay, I have a drumming school. I want to go on for the next 100 years. So that's my legacy right there. The legacy is the biggest thing. So remember in the future.
That's a great answer, man. I'm sitting here thinking about the question myself, and I think I would 100% agree with you because I think I'm starting to realize, especially as I get older, like the present is. I would give more value to what stays and what lasts here once you're gone.
Absolutely.
like you said, your drumming school, which we're gonna get into, like for it to be here for the next 200, 300 years, based off of the name of Orlando Primo, I mean, yes, it would have to start in the present, but what takes it longer is the legacy piece.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
man, I like that.
We got them little kiddos, so they can say, hey, my dad started something that is so beautiful.
Yes.
20, 40 years, 60 years later, like it's still here. So
yes, man. Actually,
to the future.
that's one of the reasons why I started this podcast, man.
Oh man,
my like deep down reason was like, man, I want my children to have a piece of me.
Yeah.
When I'm dead and gone, and they have children, and their children have children,
and
they get to see, like, especially now that we have the means of documenting these things, like they get to see, like, man, I got a little bit of that in my blood.
Absolutely.
Like this guy that I can watch on TV, or I don't know if YouTube is going to be a thing 200 years from now, but it could be.
Yeah.
So I just want to give it an opportunity. All right, man. Great first question,
Appreciate
man.
it.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna move on to the next
we going
question.
again. Let's go.
Question number 2.
I think that one works.
All right, cool. Here we go. Question number 2 of the toss-up. Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather drum in a street parade or a jam session?
Jam session.
A jam session. Why is that?
Yeah, jam session. I get to be a little bit more vulnerable in terms of feeding off a lot more drummers' energy. Yeah.
Yes.
So the jam session, they got let's say 100 drummers. Like the energy is gonna be a little bit higher than if I'm doing a parade.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I love high energy drumming.
Yes, man, that's one of the biggest things I noticed about you, man.
Yeah.
Even in coaching my son KJ.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of children out there.
Oh, man.
your energy level is so infectious, man. Like
I appreciate it.
And it's applicable to not only just the adults, but all the way down to the youngest child, man. So I can see how you would thrive in a jam session, just because I feel like with a street parade, usually you're passing people, so you get them only for a quick second, get their attention for a quick second,
and then you might not be 100 drummers with you.
True.
So
True.
You have a different energy when there's a lot more drummers with you vibing.
Yeah. Is there a part of drumming that like you feel like you get in that flow state, or where it just feels just like everything's happening exactly the way you want it to happen?
I could say 99% of the time.
Really?
Because, my energy, when I come, I turn things up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I turn it up to that next level, because the thing about it, I am going to express myself. That's the way I express myself. And that's my happy space. So every time I touch the drum, I'm in a vibe. I'm in a zone.
Yeah, man.
Every time.
Yeah, man. I want to encourage the viewers, because we're going to definitely put all your information on the episode. But like when you see Orlando in action, like there's a reason why they call him Magic Fingers. I'm telling you, like this guy he's truly like that. All right.
Appreciate
Well,
that, brother.
hey, man, I really like that answer as well.
Thank
We're going to
you.
go ahead and move on to question 3 of the
Oh, we
toss-up.
going again.
There you go. Awesome, man.
We locked in, I'm telling
Here
you.
we go. All right, I think it's a simple one, but it's going to tell us a little bit more about you.
Wow.
Would you rather city life or country life?
Oh, whoa. City life,
City
for
life.
sure. I
You're a
can't.
city boy.
Listen, I cannot do the country for nothing.
Really?
I can't.
What is it about the country that you're leaning more city life? Is it just slow living, or like what is it? The
I
pace?
think just growing up in the city. Like all my life, I live in the city, from Guyana to New Orleans. Yeah,
It's the city.
City life. I like fast pace. I can't just not be going a little fast.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's like I'm on coffee, but I'm not on coffee. It's it's like a natural flow of just high.
Yeah, man.
Just
a natural state of just high energy
all the time. And the country, you can't get that. The city life, I love it.
Yeah, man. I think I'm more the same way. I don't know, man. I feel like it's getting different for me when it comes to getting older.
Yeah.
But like I love the city vibe, even if I'm just like I'm more of a homebody, but like having access to the city does it for me. So we live in Gentilly, which is close. Like it's close to everything. I'm less than 10 minutes away from the Superdome. I'm in the city. But it's just something about that city life.
Yeah,
Man. The more interactions. Country seems a little lonely.
Like I can't do the countries. The driving out to go to places is just like, oh no. And that's just like, I would say the country's like the suburbs too. Like it's like lonely.
Yeah, it is.
I can't do lonely.
Yes.
Because growing up coming from a family of 13 people, or as I was like chaos, beautiful chaos.
Yes.
How you can't go from to just
silence.
No, I can't.
The slow monotonous.
No, I can't. My mind would go crazy.
Yeah, man. I know there's some people who probably like thrive in that country state or like the slower state, but like I do think that it's necessary that I have that. I'm just like you, brother.
No,
I need a little bit of energy or access to the energy just in case I need to like tap into it, you know? All right, man. Well, all right. That was question 3. Now you got 2 more questions, brother.
All right,
let's
go.
see what's next.
All right. Yeah. We locked in.
Here we go. Question 4 of the Salad Bowl podcast, the toss up. Do you have faith more in people or more in processes?
Process.
Yeah.
You can't have faith in people. Even you can, but I would say how I grew up, like my parents are like, you gotta trust the process. The process is the way to go.
Right.
In a sense. because people can fail you. They can tell you lie. They can do all these crazy things. But once you see the process, you're like, all right, cool. A, B, C, D, I could do that.
Exactly.
But people can tell you anything.
They really can, man. And the more I find out, I'm like a big fan of people. I guess hence why I'm doing this podcast. Yeah. And I got to be honest, like sometimes it's shocking to me that like not everybody operates with your best intentions in mind. Absolutely. You know, sometimes people intentionally screw up the process in order to make it flawed or like, and I can see how you cling more to the process because the process is something you have control over. Yeah. It's more structured. And if you apply the right people to the process,
it's going to work perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, listen, when I started Magic Fingers in Guyana, there's like we did Magic Fingers for free. Like all the kids that come to the school free. And you know, like we helped a lot of people reach the status. And like I'm going back and I was like, all right, cool. I call up some of these people. I'm like, listen, man, come on, jump on this thing for me for free. And they're like, oh, we can't do that. I'm like, man, I bought you your first drum. I do this for you the first time.
Can't even come through for
you. I'm like, you can't come through. So it's just like, how can you have faith in people that you give so much to? Right. And they can do a little bit for you.
Exactly, man. You see those true intentions at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
I'm usually really grateful when, though it's a negative thing when things like that happen, I'm usually grateful that they do happen because they start showing you like, okay, if I'm really in a rut, I know really who to call and who not to call.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Great
point. And it happens all over New Orleans too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, so what I do for work, I call myself like, I kind of deal in like human relations. Yeah, we'll say that. And and I will tell you that one of the things that I've learned in dealing with people, in like organizational spaces, is like sometimes I sit at my desk and I'm like, man, people are gonna people. Like they always are gonna surprise you with some of the things that they say, some of the things that they do. The person you thought was like gonna have your back sometimes doesn't. You know, the person that you thought was quiet actually ends up rescuing the day. Yeah, there's so many different people out there.
Man, listen, there's so much story I could tell you about New Orleans. Just in the community that I'm in, it's just like, you know what, it's whatever.
Yeah, man. So you know what's funny is that I was talking to somebody who owns a nonprofit in the city. Yeah, and they were kind of telling me that sometimes they have to go, most times they have to go outside of the city to get their sponsorship money because in the city, sometimes you deal with like this competition and people are like cutthroat and it's like you can't get the money that you need. And he was telling me, he's like, I get more love from outside of the city than inside of the city. So that it sounds like somewhat like it could be kind of like the crabs in the bucket.
Yeah, it is that indeed. Yeah, it is. That's like I said, it's all over the world though. But you know, we in New Orleans and it is true.
It's here too. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, man, that's
and
real.
It's prominent. You can see it because there's so much happening, and there's just a few select people that are in that space where all the things are there. You know, so.
That makes sense. That makes sense, man. I would say it's unfortunate. And I always want things to, I think I'm maybe like a hippie deep down or something like that. Cause I always want everybody for things to work out for everybody.
Man, but listen, what month is your birthday?
March. I'm in March.
I am a December baby. And being honest, I am the person, I'm like, I said everything's going to work out right. Yes. It's going to be all right. Yes. It's going to be all right. Like my first thought is like, you know what? Everything's going to be okay.
Everything's going to be
okay.
And
if it don't happen, if it's not okay, we can figure it out.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly, so, man. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, last question. Hopefully these ain't too hard.
No, these are nice questions.
Yeah, good questions,
these
man.
These are great questions, man.
All right, the last question of the toss-up. Would you rather show up for others or learn to receive support?
That's a really good one, too. Show up for others or receive support. I am the person that is going to show up. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show up for you more than I receive. Mm-hmm. Like, just coming from Guyana, like, being a part of so many great things, helping so many people in Guyana, right? And, like, I'm, like, out of my pocket, do whatever there is for other people to get their way going. And, you know, when I came to New Orleans, like, it was, like, a little crazy time coming to New Orleans because I'm brand new in the city. Like everything is like just got to start from scratch, and I met a couple of great people out here. Mm-hmm. And one of my partner, like, just say, because I was doing a big project, a really big project. All right, I can't talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
A big project, and I'm like, I was so short. Like, come up on, I was like, hey, can I get some help? Which was the hardest thing. He's like, man, listen, say less.
Wow.
Less than an hour.
Wow.
Big project.
Wow.
And up to this day, I'm like, I don't know how to say thank you. Like, I can't stop saying thank you because I don't look for help.
Exactly.
I try to figure it out. But
Yes.
I would show up 100,000 times for you.
Yes, man. It's something about doing something for somebody else, man. Like, and this is me and my wife talk about this all the time, right? Like, of course, this is like a pipe dream, but like everybody talks about, oh, if I won the lottery, right? What would I do with the money?
Yeah.
And like, I think one of the things at the top of my list, like, has always been a thing for me is like, if we go out to a restaurant and we really like the waitress or the waiter, like just tipping some astronomical amount just to do something good. Cause like I'd rather give than just like expect support. And it's actually hard for me. It's hard for me to take compliments from people. Like I don't, it makes me feel weird. My wife always gets on me about it, but like, I'm telling you, man, I definitely get where you're coming from. Like,
for real.
I like taking the action of showing up for people, man.
Yeah.
You can see it on their face when it means something to them, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
You know, and you know the thing about it, like I said, just another thing, like why I really don't like to ask for people to show up for me, because like I am scared of rejection. Like rejection is tough.
It is.
You know, it is tough. Like that's one of the big part too. Like, you know, so that's why I'm like, you know what? Let me show up for you. I'm not looking for nothing. It's going to come back 100,000 times fold. And I'm not going to even expect it.
Yeah, man, I think that's a universal feeling that, that, of course, it's called rejection, but like nobody likes that, right? Man, I was you know, in the Marine Corps, I was like a recruiter for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And like we lived in rejection because like you ask somebody, hey, you want to join? Most people are saying no. Like, and you learn how to navigate this thing called rejection. And it's so hard. Like, and even putting yourself out there, that takes vulnerability, right? And I think sometimes, even as men, that we have a hard time of just putting ourselves out there to let somebody know, hey, we're in need, right? And sometimes we put up our walls, but rejection is definitely a hard thing to navigate, brother.
Especially also if you got like high standards in the sense of like, hey, I got to make it work. I see my parents make it work. You know, my family that I come from, they made it work. They never asked for help and they didn't have help in that time. So it's just like, oh man. How can I ask for help? Exactly. But you know what? I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to ask. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, man.
And try to figure it out.
Yeah, man. I think that is one thing that I'm learning about life is like, I got to figure it out. Like, and really to tell you the truth, I would say 9.5 times out of 10, it always works itself out.
No,
like, if
does.
you put the effort into it, I mean, and this is the thing. I think some people are built different, but like the people who put in that effort, that even if you're running into a wall, even if you're running into rejection, sometimes it's just
somebody sees and they're like, oh man, this is phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
Let me put some interest, like let me get into that too.
100%.
Let me support that.
100%. Well, hey man, those were the 5 questions. Hopefully that wasn't too challenging or anything like that.
No, I love
answers.
it. You know.
All right, so this is what we're going to do, bro. We're going to go ahead and move into our next segment. Our next segment is called Mixed Ingredients. And there's 2 different ingredients that I really wanted to talk to you about. One is the 18th Ward, and then the other ones is Magic Fingers. Okay. 2 companies that you are really instrumental in. Yeah. The program manager of a company called 18th Ward, and we can start there. Can you kind of tell the viewers and myself, educate me on this wonderful program that I got to meet you by way of?
18th Ward Sports Club, man. I think it aligns with everything that I do for community and kids and giving back to the city and just people in the whole 18th Ward. I'm a program manager at 18th Ward, and we do all sports now. When I joined the company about 4.5 years ago, it was just soccer.
Oh, wow.
And now we got any sport you call right now, we do it.
Yes, flag football.
We do it.
Basketball.
We do it.
What else can I think
Tennis.
of? Tennis. No kidding.
Swimming. Gymnastics.
No kidding.
Yes.
And so this is for what population of people are we servicing here?
So from age group we go all the way from 3 all the way to 13.
Wow.
Those are just our kids. Then we have a pipeline program where we serve kids when you turn 13 you can have a job at 18th Ward.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So what does this job look like for a 14-year-old who's been part of the pipeline of going through the 18th Ward? What does it look like?
So now, even if you wasn't a part of the journey of being a part of the sports, you now get a chance to work with one of the best.
Nice. Nice.
Coach Orlando, Coach Singleton, Coach Janicia, all these great athletes that have done so much for the company and for themselves as really decorated professionals. You now get to work side by side with them. If you like football, you're gonna work with Singleton. If you like soccer, you can work with me. So now you have like at least a year working with me, working with kids, helping them develop, getting better. And that's the process there.
Yeah,
now,
man.
if you stick around, you can now become a person that is a full-time.
Yeah.
So
this is the cool part, man,
Yeah.
because I don't want to glaze over this. And we've talked about your temperament and your character as far as like, what you bring to the table. But I think we glossed over the fact that like, you're not just like some average athlete.
Oh,
like,
man.
And I'm not going to let you get past this. Like you play professional sports
Yes.
and this is to have the opportunity to give back after playing professional sports. One, can you just walk us through how you became a professional athlete, and then why do you give back to the youth after doing that?
So, I would say, in Guyana, we call it football.
Right.
It's not soccer.
It's football.
That's American thing. Football. In Guyana, we play football from the streets all the way to club, school, into the club. Just being a part of Fruit of Conquerors, that's one of the biggest team in Guyana. That's the national, not close to the national team. So we played a little bit dabble into that. But, I had to make money.
Yes.
Soccer, football wasn't really making money for me, but I love the sport.
Of course.
Right? So, I opened up my business, work with my dad, it's his business, whatnot. And then from then, I was like, you know what? It's just time to give back, man.
Yes.
I think I've accomplished a lot, and it's time to give back.
Yeah.
So, started with Magic Fingers Drumming School. And then when I moved to New Orleans, that's when I became a coach, actually.
Wow.
I wasn't coaching soccer or football in Guyana.
Wow.
I was just teaching drums
Wow.
in Guyana. Yes. I know we're going to get into that.
Yes. But that's interesting because like, I don't want to gloss over the point that, and I struggle with this.
Yeah.
So, I love the game of basketball.
Yeah.
I love playing basketball because I feel like I'm good at playing basketball, but I don't think that I'm a good coach, right? Like just because I think I know the game very well, I know that doesn't translate to. I mean, if we're
Working with a
playing
kid
and like I'm on the team, I'm like, yeah, okay, I just need you to do this. It's more directing, but the coach's role is very important.
Absolutely. The kids look up to you. You're like a parent to them now. Because you're telling them what to do, how to do it, and how to help them get better. Giving them an opportunity to be a part of a sport that they don't know what it is. Because I start off with a 3-year-olds.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
3 all the way.
You're their first introduction to football.
So if I am a bad influence, that kid might not like soccer or football for the rest of their life. So, to answer the question, I think I just get my way with kids, like in the sense of like being around so many kids, and I have kids, like it's just a natural thing.
Yeah, man.
It's just a natural thing.
That's special, man. Like the fact that you chose to give back in that route, and because I've seen you at the 18th Ward.
Yeah.
Not only are you coaching, but you're coaching the coaches as well.
Yes.
You're directing these young individuals who are getting their first go at coaching and directing young ones. You're keeping everybody's energy exactly where it needs to be at, man. It's special to watch.
It's, when I started off, it was a little bit hard. But then I like, hey, Orlando, you got a voice. This is natural nature to you. You are now responsible for 100 people. 100 people, Orlando. Take it in. It's a big accomplishment. So just being able to say, hey, we locked in. We make sure every kid have fun, parents have fun, and we just have a really great program. Period.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Well, that kind of leads to your next. Your original company, Magic Fingers.
Magic Fingers Drumming School.
This seems like a very big piece of you. Can you tell me about Magic Fingers?
Magic Fingers Drumming School started 15 years ago.
15 years.
15 years ago. This year, August, we about to make 15 years.
Wow.
15 years is just a young kid growing up, seeing the culture in my country, growing up alongside my brother, Kurt Jefferson, God rest his soul, who forced me into playing drums.
Wow.
Yeah. Forced me
Wow.
into playing drums. Just growing up playing side by side with him, seeing the artists in Guyana not be respected in the capacity that they should be respected, and not seeing a lot of people giving back to the community. I'm like, you know what? We got to change this thing.
Yeah.
I think I was like, 24, 25 when I launched Magic Fingers Drumming School.
Wow.
And
At what point did you, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, brother,
no,
but
it's
like
okay.
at what point did you know that drumming was like one of the loves of your lives? Like was there a certain moment where you were like, yeah, this is what I can give the world?
there's a couple of times. Like the first time is when I made my first, maybe $5,000. $5,000 is not U.S. money.
Okay.
5,000 Guyana dollars.
Okay.
That's big money at 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to have in your pockets. So I think that was one time when I switched click in my head. I'm like, listen, this got money behind. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just going to lock in, learn the craft, keep growing, keep getting better. And then when it really hit me is when I see the culture from here to here. That people not giving back to the kids. There's no school that people can learn the culture, because the African culture is a big part of Guyana, and people are drumming culture, and even there's the arts. People are not really giving back to the community. I'm like, man, Ma, I gotta do something. It was just like, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I got drums already. I don't have a space, but the ancestors worked their way out, and I got a space. Launched the first Afro-Caribbean drumming school in Guyana.
Wow.
And from that moment, I knew that it was a turning point in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was it when all those things came together? You're in your first class and you're seeing everything materialize. How did it feel?
Man, just having like 20 kids, male and female, sitting down, teaching them a class for the first time. Like, I had a moment where I wanted to cry so bad, because I know I'm doing something greater than me, and now a legacy is going to be left for the people of Guyana, my family, and the name is going to forever live on. So it was just a moment like, this shit is real.
Yeah, yeah, man. I wonder, and this is an honest question. I feel like when you have an experience like that, you still remember the faces and the names of some of the people that you had the pleasure of teaching. Does it stick with you?
It does. It does. Like, I ran into one of my kiddos on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, I was doing a live talking about the festival we got coming up. We can talk about. And he was like, Orlando, I remember you. You remember me? I'm like, oh, it's John or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, of course I remember you. You were one of my students. I remember him so well.
Yeah.
We used to go pick him up from his house,
Wow.
bring him to the drumming school, drop him back home. That's how deep it was for me to make sure that these kids get an opportunity. Yes.
Talk about going the extra mile, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I think about that, man, because your answers made so much sense now, because you were talking about I like to give, and even giving your time, using your resources to make sure somebody can just be in a safe space to learn something that they love, man.
Absolutely.
That's special.
Man, when I tell people, when Magic Fingers launched, we made sure that nobody paid for classes.
Wow.
Even up to this day, they don't pay for classes.
Wow. Wow.
So that's how crazy it is.
15 years, I mean, does it seem like 15? I mean, because 15 years is relative. Some people think 15 years is a long time.
Oh.
If you're a little older, people are like, oh, it's not that long. It's just a blink of an eye. How does it feel after coming up in August, it being 15 years? Does it feel like a substantial amount of time?
It does. It felt like it went by fast, but it felt like it's a big major accomplishment for myself, my family, and the school, because we've done so much and give back so much and helped so many people. Like the kids that was with me 15 years ago, they now have a drumming group.
Wow.
That's so crazy.
So they took what they learned from you, or the origin of what you taught them, and built on it.
Yeah. So
that's beautiful.
3 of them now have their own drumming school.
Wow.
Not school, drumming group right now.
Wow. Wow.
Which when we go back to Guyana, we about to meet up and we're gonna cut up.
I can only imagine that jam session. Y'all gonna gonna get that. Oh,
we're trying to get 150 drummers in the festival.
Wow. 150 drummers.
It's doable.
What's the feeling of being in the midst of 150 drummers, some of which you've actually taught? What can you if you could verbalize, what do you think that's gonna feel like?
Oh man. I still think it's still a surreal moment right now. It feels like a surreal moment because it's going to happen 2 times. It's going to happen at my festival. It's going to happen on Emancipation Day.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm doing I've been hired to be a part of the drum circle for Emancipation Day. So to answer your question, I'm just going to live in the moment.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to live in that moment because it's going to be a surreal experience.
Yeah, man. I've seen some drum circles because my wife and her family kind of grew up in like African dance. My mother-in-law
Mama
dances
Lucinda, of course. Yes.
Yeah, she does it, man. She's so impressive when she dances. She just is in her element.
Yeah,
and you can tell. What's the relationship between African dancers and African drummers? Like, it seems like there's something happening. There's a talk between.
It's a conversation.
Yes,
it's a conversation. When they move, we move. So the drummers follow the dancers in every way. So it's like they call and I answer, or I call and they answer. So whatever I play, I watch their legs, watch their body language. It's just a beautiful conversation of just beautiful energy. That's what it is.
Man, I of course, growing up in the South, I'm very familiar with like Black culture, but it was not until I saw African dance where I was just like, oh, that tells me a little bit more. You know, there's a little bit more to the story.
Yes.
And you could, if you ever, for the viewers out there, if you ever get a chance to just go to a drum circle or you see this interaction, you should go. It's magical, actually. You know,
like magic fingers.
You got the magic fingers, but man, I'm telling you, like, it's special seeing something like that.
No, I urge people to just get involved, be a part of it, because it's so amazing to be a part of the culture, because I believe our culture is our identity. It's who we are. So just tap in. And even if you're not part of the culture, tap in.
Tap in.
Because you're going to learn something that you haven't learned before, or seen something that you haven't seen before. Now you have questions. And now we start a dialogue, a conversation about this amazing culture.
Yes, man.
Period.
So when it comes to Magic Fingers, of course, we have almost 15 years in the books. What do you see for the future?
Oh man, listen, the big future is to have in New Orleans a recreational center for drumming and dancing culture.
Nice.
That is my big goal. I'm talking about it. I can see it right across the road, and I just need the support and the funding to get there.
Yeah, man. I hear you, and I truly pray, like, because the good thing is, one thing I found out in this life is good things happen to good people.
Yes.
And where there's effort, where there's a will, there's a way. My grandmother always used to say that, where there's a will, there's a way. And I know that there's a will, man, and I know it will happen for you.
I appreciate
that. So if you're out there and you want to support, we're definitely going to drop some information of how you can support Orlando.
Yeah.
But man, I hope the best in you getting the outcome that you expect and that you deserve.
Yeah, it will come. Like, listen, I put that beautiful positive energy out there. It coming.
Yeah,
it's coming. You know, and I'm like just coming to New Orleans, locked in for about 12 years. Like I already know that is the goal.
Yeah,
and right now we're constructing our new facility in Guyana.
Nice.
So it's like, hey, man, when I go back, people can get to see what we've been doing, man.
That's awesome, man.
People can get to see what we're doing. But
that's awesome to hear.
Finish line, not the finish line, but the next goal is for the recreational center.
Man, that's going to be special. That's going to be special. I plan on being here in New Orleans for a long time, for the foreseeable future. Yes. I will definitely be at opening day when that rec center opens, man. I feel like we're speaking it into existence now.
It's coming. I can feel it.
It's definitely coming, man. Yeah. All right, well, that kind of wraps up this segment as far as like our mixed ingredients, man.
Absolutely.
And talking about the 18th Ward and talking about Magic Fingers. We're going to go ahead and move into our next segment, man. The next segment is called Dressing It Up. Dressing it up is kind of like where we talk about a little bit of personal branding. Yeah. And I want to highlight this big event that you have coming up.
Oh, man.
Can you talk to us about this event? I was doing a little research myself, and October 4th, something big is coming. Can you talk to us about it?
So before we go to October 4th,
yes,
can we go to August 9th, because we got 2 major events coming
Okay,
up.
talk to me
Not
about
just
August
one,
9th.
2.
Yes.
So August 9th, we're going to be going back, flying all the way back to Guyana.
Wow.
Bringing together 12 drumming and dancing group from all the cultures, all the race in Guyana to put together Feel the Rhythm of the Drums Guyana 15-year anniversary. So,
Man, how much is the flight? It sounds like I need to be down there.
right now, the flight right now is like $650 because I got a flight track on my phone, but
Yeah.
I bought my flight maybe like
A while ago.
That
That sounds so fun. All the cultures.
all the cultures from African, Indian, Chinese, Portuguese, you name it, all 6 races.
That sounds like it's-
Amerindian. We just got confirmation with the Amerindian dancer. So, man, listen, it's gonna be
gonna be
a
a time.
fun, exciting program. And we just got okay for the venue and everything. Oh man,
Oh man, that sounds exciting.
it's gonna be beautiful.
It's
And
gonna be
that's the
beautiful.
Guyana portion. So it's gonna be arts and craft workshops, dancing workshop, drumming workshop. It's just gonna be a full fun packed event.
Man.
And that's just Guyana on the night. Listen, New Orleans is gonna experience. Now we're shifting gears to New Orleans. October 4th, we were talking about now.
Mm-hmm.
So October 4th, we representing 7 countries in New Orleans.
Wow.
Yes. So like they say, New Orleans is a gumbo.
It
right?
is.
And they got all these cultures, all these people from all across the world and nation. So 7 countries this year, from Guyana, Puerto Rico. I'm gonna try to remember everybody. Congo, Brazil, West Africa.
Wow.
Of course, we're gonna represent New Orleans also.
Yes, of
and
course.
I know I'm missing somebody. But 7 different countries representing, and all these artists is from New Orleans.
Wow.
They've been showcasing their culture in New Orleans. They've been sustaining their culture in New Orleans. So everybody that's gonna be on stage, they live in New Orleans,
Nice.
but they're from all around the world.
Just they're bringing. It sounds like they're bringing their ingredients to the salad bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That
So,
sounds
The
good.
festival is celebrating unity through the culture and the arts. So from drumming, dancing, collaboration is, man,
Celebrating unity
Through the
through
culture
cultures
and
and
arts.
arts.
Yes.
Man, that sounds like it's about to be a beautiful time.
it's going to be fantastic because
Yeah.
this is our 3rd event in New Orleans. It's our 3rd event.
How'd the first 2 go? Did you?
Oh, man, listen.
I feel like there's a reason there's a smile on your face because you know what's coming. If you've seen probably the first 2, you're like, oh, shoot,
Listen,
number 3 is gonna be
number
it.
3 is going to be the bigot because the word is on the street. And listen, what people don't know, we have 70 artists. 70 artists on that day.
Wow.
When I say 7, I'm not playing.
Wow.
70 artists is going to get an opportunity to showcase culture
Their culture. Wow.
at Music Box Village.
Wow. That's gonna be fun.
October 4th.
That's gonna be fun. And I can put
Yes.
where's it gonna be at in New
It's
Orleans?
going to be at Music Box Village.
Nice. Music Box
Music
Village.
Box Village.
Make sure you're there. If you're
But
here in this
listen.
city, make sure you're there.
If you miss it, it's on you. That's why I always tell people. I got a big belief on if you are supposed to be someplace, you're going to be there. If you're
True.
not, hey, whatever, it's okay. You might show up for the next one.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be missing history.
Exactly. Exactly. And I guarantee you, though y'all will definitely capture some moments from there that
Yes.
y'all will definitely put out there. It won't be like being there.
No.
You know?
You're going to feel a vibe when you watch a video or
Right.
watch a picture. But when you're there, you're like in the midst of all that beautiful unity energy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It is. Though it hasn't come yet, right? I'm
Yeah.
sitting here thinking that I'm like, it seems like it's gonna be like you get there and you just plug into all the culture that's happening at the
Yes.
moment, man. It's gotta feel amazing.
The rich culture.
The rich culture,
Rich
yes.
culture.
Oh my
that
goodness.
the world has to offer that you
Yes.
don't see every day.
You really
'Cause
don't.
In New Orleans, you could go to a Puerto Rican festival.
Mm-hmm.
You could go to an African festival. I think they got a Brazilian festival,
Mm-hmm.
but coming to see everybody together
Yes.
is different.
I think sometimes the world will tell you that these things don't mix, but
Yeah.
man, when they come together, it's definitely a beautiful thing.
It's a salad bowl.
Yeah, it's a salad bowl.
And that's one of the things that we do at Magic Fingers Drumming School. We try to bring together people, bring together community, and bring together this art form because we believe that unity is strength, and that is what the world needs. We brought this beautiful gumbo or this beautiful salad together where people can get to experience that.
Yeah, man.
Because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do everything I can to make it there.
If you don't come, we got a different problem.
Yeah, man. You got a whole different problem.
Yeah, we can have a
We
different
got a whole different
conversation.
problem. I gotta definitely show up for that.
No,
man.
for
and you know
sure.
I'm gonna support. One thing that I love about the different. The city is small.
Yeah.
But like the different people and the different groups that I'm seeing, it seems like there is a sense of community in this city. It's a smaller city from what I believe it is. It doesn't feel like New York or anything like that.
No,
where it's so vast. But like I'm gonna be there.
No,
I'm coming to support.
I believe the whole city should come out to this event.
Yes.
Because it's gonna definitely showcase what the city really should showcase,
Yes.
which is unity, love, peace, and just happiness. Because
Yeah.
we're happy people, man.
We really are.
You know, it's just too many political things
Yeah,
happening.
agreed. I feel like our default setting is happiness. Like the other stuff takes us away from that state.
Yeah.
So we got to be cognizant of what we kind of like bring into our spirits. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, hey, Magic Fingers, we only bring happiness. If you want happiness, come and check us out.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, that leads us into our last segment of the day, brother.
let's do
And as we get into the last segment, I do want to just say thank you for sharing all of this with us, because I feel like in totality, one, you're showing us a piece of you, but also what you provide to the salad bowl of life as well.
Absolutely.
The last segment we call the final bite. And this is where I allow my guests to leave us with a message. It could be any message that you want to, purely rooted in whatever that you want. But this is a chance for the viewers to hear something, because I'm a true believer that many people can say things, but sometimes it takes the right person to hit the right set of ears for a message to really get through. So I want to give you the opportunity to give us the final bite, man, and then we'll conclude.
Final bite. I'll give you two part. First part is you got to believe in yourself, because nobody else ain't gonna believe in you. That's one of my message that I send out to everybody. You got to believe in yourself. And the second one is follow your purpose. Your purpose is something that only you know what it is. And if you don't follow it, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to fulfill your purpose at all.
You're right.
You know, so follow your purpose, believe in yourself.
Oh, man, those are two great messages. And I feel like this is the cool thing about, I think, what you do and what you share with us. Like, those messages are universal.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what age you are,
Absolutely.
what color you are, what background you have. Those two things, it applies to everybody. It's
Absolutely.
universal, man. So with that being said, brother, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for
a blessing, man.
we got what people don't know right now is as we're shooting this, there's a tropical storm headed towards New Orleans.
It's raining outside right now.
It's raining outside right now. We're not even sure if the mic picked up the thunder of what was happening. And I'm glad that the lights stayed on. But I just want to say, man, thank you for taking the time to come sit with me, man. We saw each other in the bookstore the other day, Baldwin and Co. That's one of my places that I go
that's
to.
my spot too.
Man, it's such a serene spot. Like, I love that spot. I
Pretty
go
chill.
there. Yeah, chill. I get a lot of work done there. But when I saw your face, I was like, actually working on some previous episodes of the Salad Bowl, and I was like, who better than Orlando to come on here and bless us
Magic
with his
Fingers,
presence,
baby.
man? Magic Fingers himself, man. So I just want to say thank you for coming and spending your time with me, man. I want you to thank your family for me because I know that they loaned you out to come out here.
Man,
and I know you got some things you probably got to do, man.
I got to jump back right in with my little man and the kiddo. So
yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for your time, brother. And for the viewers out there, we're going to make sure that we put all the information for all of Orlando's pages, ways you can support, and everything that you can do to help out Orlando and his purpose as he moves on through this life here in the city and back at home.
Yes,
man.
I appreciate it. Hey, listen, when you lock in with Magic Fingers, you locked in for life. Because you know what we say? All of we are one family.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it, brother.
Don't care what color you are, what race you are. We are one family.
We are one family.
We are one family.
Yeah, man, that's the message that that definitely is applicable to our country right now.
Absolutely.
We're all one family.
Appreciate you for having me. It's just a blessing, man. You know, I can't say thank you more than this, but thank you. It's a pleasure to be a part of this program. And locked and loading on the solid board, on the best in the city.
Man,
You
I
heard me?
appreciate that. I appreciate that. For the viewers out there, and you know what we always do as we conclude this thing, make sure that you normalize authenticity out there, and make sure that you choose curiosity over certainty. Like if there's something that you don't know about out there, don't be so certain about it. choose a little bit of curiosity, ask some questions, and then have a conversation to understand a little bit more. With that being said, thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of the Salad Bowl Podcast, and I look forward to seeing you on the next time. Y'all have a good one.
Peace out. Love y'all.
Peace out. Love y'all. Pressure. Yeah, man.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl. You are now tuned in to the
Listen up, don't care if you about to pass out or you just getting up. You really did your thing with this one, Kevin, gotta give it up. Messages you bring and be motivation to live it up. We out here really normalizing authenticity. Can't be talking all the time, cause that mean you ain't listening. I think you look better when you smile, I see you glistening. Communication helping me to see what you envisioning. Yeah, back to the mission then. Whether you black, white, brown, yellow, or green, more can be accomplished as a team. Together, the problem is never as hard as it may seem. Lot of captivating convos like Martin telling his dream. We choosing curiosity over certainty. You should certainly subscribe to this one here with some urgency. This a win. Even Cali know you are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
Salad Bowl Podcast.
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
Yeah, you are now tuned in to the...
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
You are now tuned into the Salad Bowl Podcast with Kevin Thompson.